So lay down. I'm going to read Letting Go by Nikki Banas. At some point, you just have to let go and move on. It might be the hardest thing in the world to do, but you have to summon all of the strength you possibly can to finally let go. Some people and things just aren't going to be meant for you, no matter how much you wish they were. Some jobs and situations just won't work out, no matter how much you hoped they would. But know that it's okay for things to not work out. Nobody's life is a straight line that makes perfect sense. Everybody has twists and turns, and everyone has to turn around every now and then. So when you find yourself wishing and hoping things out of your control would change, summon all of your strength to let go and start heading in a new direction because it'll lead you closer to your true path. So notice how you feel this morning and mentally. Take 3 deep breaths. Tune into that ujjayi breath. Keeping your eyes open will help keep you awake here if you're feeling tired this morning. On your next inhale, bring your arms above your head and stretch. Bring your legs together, point your toes. Engage your belly so that you don't overarch your low back and walk everything over to the right side of your mat, coming into a reclined half moon. And you can separate the arms. If it's tight in the shoulders, you could even grab opposite elbows. You could take the stretch further by bringing the left ankle on top of the right, keeping that low back from overarching and staying with those deep ujjayi breaths. That'll be another thing that helps wake you up. Getting lots of fresh oxygen all throughout your body. We'll come back center, walk it all back center, stretch again when you get there. And then exhale everything over to the left side of your mat. Maybe crossing your right ankle now on top. Maybe separating the arms. Keeping both shoulders and both hips flat on your mat. Slight engagement in the belly. We'll come back center. Stretch one last time. And then bring your arms out to a T. You're going to bend your legs here and cross your right ankle over the left knee. And we're going to drop the legs side to side. You can move at whatever pace feels best for you. We'll do this for a little while here. So loosening up the low back and the hips. You could even bring your gaze into this by bringing your gaze over the opposite shoulder. So if my legs are over on the left, I'm looking right. When I drop them to the right, I'm looking left. And feel that loosening up the entire spine. Even out both sides. And then meet back in the center. And we'll switch. Just bring that right foot down. Then you'll cross your left ankle over the right knee. And move side to side here at whatever pace feels best. You need to stop and hold the twist. You can stop and hold it if that would feel better. And then we'll even out both sides, meet back in the center. You bring that left foot down. And then hug your knees in towards your chest. Tuck your chin slightly. You can rock a little side to side. Then take a knee in each hand, make some big circles with the knees. Go around 3 times one way, and then you'll switch directions and go around 3 times the other way. And then hug those knees into your chest and start to rock front to back until eventually you're sitting up. Sit up nice and tall here. And then inhale, reach your arms up, stretch through the sides of the torso, and then exhale, twist, look over that right shoulder. Take a nice big inhale, nice long spine, and then exhale, just bring your gaze forward over the left shoulder. Hold here for about a breath, staying in your twist. So keep that right shoulder back, keep the chest lifted, keep the chest open. Then you'll inhale, look over the right shoulder. Hold at the top of that inhale for 1, 2. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. Hold at the bottom for 1, 2. Inhale, look behind you again. Holding at the top of that inhale now for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, look forward, over the left shoulder, hold, 3, 2, 1. And then inhale, reach the arms up, come back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Nice long spine, belly engaged. Relax the hip flexors and really root down through the sit bones. On your next inhale, lengthen a little more, lift a little more, and then exhale, look over the right shoulder. Staying in your twist, chest open, left shoulder back. Should feel a stretch along the spine into the upper back. Inhale, look behind you. Hold at the top for 1, 2. Exhale, look forward. Hold 1, 2. Inhale behind. 3, 2, 1. Exhale forward. 3, 2, 1. Inhale back to center. And then exhale, we'll come into child's pose. Sitting back on your heels, big toes touching, knees about as wide as your mat, so you can bring your belly down, chest down, your forehead touches the mat. Reach your arms out. You can put a little rock into it when you come down. You could come up onto fingertips, whatever feels good. Nice, deep, slow, steady breaths. Filling those lungs completely, all the way from the bottom to the tip top. Might even feel the lungs stretching as you fill them with air. And braiding the ribs back together, squeezing the belly in on your exhales. Next inhale, stretch a little longer through the torso, reach a little further. And then on your exhale, thread the needle. Right arm goes across the chest, under the left, right palm up or down, forehead on the mat, right temple on the mat. Experiment with what feels good. Keeping the left shoulder down. Trying to square up your chest to the floor as much as you can. One more inhale. Exhale, reach the right arm back out in front of you. Stay put for an inhale, really lengthen. And then on your exhale, thread the needle on the other side. Left arm goes across the chest, under the right arm. Again, experimenting with how you have your palm placed or your head placed. Knowing that what you normally do might not be what feels best this morning. You should always approach your practice with that mindset. One more inhale. And bring that arm back out in front of you on the exhale. Take an inhale. Push yourself up to tabletop on your exhale. Stacking shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. And we'll do some cat-cow with our breath. So inhale, drop the belly, reach the tailbone up, reach the chest forward, look up. Exhale, push the ground away, suck the belly in, tuck the tailbone under, look towards your belly. Inhale, move with your breath. The entire length of that inhale, you're moving. The entire length of that exhale, you're moving. Initiating the movement from your belly button first each time. And having your gaze be the last thing to move at the top of the inhale or the bottom of the exhale. One more round. Meet back with a neutral spine. Keep your hips stacked over your knees here. We'll come into puppy dog. Walk your hands out in front of you. Bring your forehead back to the mat with your hips lifted. You could even bring your chin to the mat if you'd like a little bit of a deeper stretch here. You can bring your palms together, bend your elbows, and place your hands behind your head if you'd like. Energetically pulling the elbows and knees towards one another, feeling a nice big stretch in your shoulders and triceps. And then if you bend your elbows, bring your arms back out long in front of you and walk yourself back into a tabletop position. Coming into bird dog, inhale your right arm to the side of your head, left leg straight out behind you. Keep that heel in line with your left hip. Keep your belly tight. We don't want a back bend happening here. Inhale, point the toes, reach and stretch. Exhale, round forward, elbow to knee. Inhale, back out long. Exhale, elbow to knee, maybe even knee to nose. See how tight you can make that little ball. Inhale, exhale. We'll do two more. Inhale, exhale. Moving nice and slow with the breath once again. Inhale back out and exhale, release down. Making sure that your hand is pressed into the mat, each knuckle pressed in the mat, fingers spread wide. That'll help your wrists here. Inhale, opposite side now. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round forward. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Inhale back out and exhale, release. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips. Coming into downward dog. Maybe pedaling out the heels or anything else that feels good here to stretch the legs. Stretch the low back, maybe work into the feet, lifting the toes, sinking the heels, maybe Lifting the heels, bending the knees. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, bend that right knee and stack the right hip on top of the left. You can make big circles with the knee working into the hip joint if you like, or you can just stretch the right side body. Feel that in your psoas, in that hip. And then we'll come back into three-legged dog and exhale, step the right foot forward, drop the back knee, coming into a low lunge. So we'll keep our hands on that front knee for support coming into a runner's lunge here. Keep your low belly tight, tailbone heavy as you come down. So you don't want to tilt the pelvis forward as you come down. You won't get as good of a stretch. Relax your shoulders. Stay with that deep breath. If you'd like, you can come down with hands on the mat, maybe sending the hips a little more forward, stretching a little deeper into your left hip flexors. Keeping your chest lifted, nice long spine here. You can bring your right hand on that front knee for support and look over your right shoulder. One more breath. And then we'll come back center, place both hands on the mat, tuck the back toes, step back to your downward dog, pedal out your heels again. And then we'll inhale the left leg up. Exhale, stack the hip. Trying to bring your left foot as close to your right shoulder as you can. Maybe make your circles if you did that on the other side, or just hang out here. Press into that left hand. Inhale back into your three-legged dog, and then exhale, swing that foot through to the top of your mat. Drop the back knee. Come up with a neutral spine, neutral pelvis first. Make sure belly's engaged, tailbone heavy, and then come forward into that runner's lunge. And then if you went a little further on the other side, you can go ahead and bring hands down here. Try to keep that tailbone heavy though, so still feeling a nice big stretch on the front of your hip. And then coming into that twist, left hand to that knee. Nice long spine, belly tight as you look over that left shoulder. You can use your hand on that knee for a little support, put a little push into it to help you twist a little deeper. Pressing the hips forward. Last breath. And then we'll come back center, both hands on the mat in front of you. Tuck the back toes. Come back up into your downward dog. Pedal out the heels. Take 2 breaths here in downward dog. So coming into it a little more intentionally now. Try to sink those heels. Push into the heel of your hand. And then we'll slowly walk our feet up to meet our hands. Keep your feet hip width apart, and we'll hang in ragdoll. So grab opposite elbows above the head. Head is hanging heavy. You can sway a little side to side if that feels good. Bending into each knee a little bit at a time here. And then we'll release that grip. Let your arms hang and roll yourself up to standing. Head is the last thing to come up. So we're going to do 4 moon salutations here, and those are going to be our flows that we do in class today rather than sun salutations. So you can bring your feet together. Inhale, reach up, look up, stretch. Exhale, draw your belly button back towards your spine and fold. Inhale, step that left foot back, drop the back knee, come up into a low lunge. You can reach your arms up here, or if you need to just keep your hands on the front knee for support, you can do that. Then exhale, plant your hands, step yourself back to downward dog. Inhale, drop your knees, take a cow. Exhale, sink back, child's pose. Inhale, come up onto your knees, reach your arms up, and then exhale, come down onto your elbows, hands together behind your head, or take another child's pose if you need to. Then inhale, shift yourself forward onto your belly and up into cobra. Exhale, press back into downward dog. Inhale, the left foot forward, dropping the back knee up to your low lunge. Exhale, plant your hands for support, step the right foot forward and fold. Inhale, reach up, come up to standing. Exhale, fold. Inhale the right foot back first this time. Low lunge. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, drop your knees, cow. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, onto the elbows or another child's pose. Inhale, forward into cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Exhale, plant your hands, step forward and fold. Inhale, come up to standing, reach up, stretch. Exhale, belly in, fold forward. Inhale, left foot back this time, up to your low lunge. Exhale, plant your hands back to down dog. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, onto your elbows. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot to the top of the mat, low lunge. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, reach up, come up to standing. We've got one more to do. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, right foot back, low lunge. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands behind the head on the elbows. Inhale, forward into cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms to your side. Take a breath in mountain posture. We'll take eagle here. Inhale your arms up. Exhale that right arm under the left. Cross elbows and wrists. Palms touch, thumbs towards you. If you can't get the wrists crossed, go ahead and just grab opposite shoulders. Sink your hips. Bring your right leg up and over. Twisting everything tight. Sink the hips low. Bring the upper body back. Belly stays engaged. Pull the elbows down. Goal is to one day have your fingertips under your nose. Gaze out over the fingertips. Squeeze a little tighter. Keep breathing. Inhale, release. Exhale, left arm under. Sink the hips. Left leg up and over. Press into the big toe. Try to not wobble back and forth under that foot. Find your drishti, some focal point in front of you. Inhale, release. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. And then exhale, step back to down dog. Inhale to upward dog. Dropping your legs down to the mat. Pushing into the hands so you have a nice long neck, shoulders down the back, looking up. And then exhale back into child's pose. Taking a few breaths there. On your next exhale, press into your hands, tuck your toes, down dog. Move with the breath. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, child's pose. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, up dog. Are you tempted to say what's up dog here? Exhale, child's pose. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, child's pose. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, meet in downward dog. Staying there for a couple breaths. Make sure you slide your kneecaps up your legs. Engage your quads. Inhale your right foot forward and we'll come up to either a high lunge or a low lunge. So we're going to take a twist here. So if you want to modify and keep that back knee down, you can. We'll all bring our hands to heart center. Take an inhale, lengthen, draw your belly in, and exhale, twist. You can even start with the knee down and then try tucking the left toes and lifting that knee up. You want to make sure that back leg stays strong if the knee is lifted. Everyone's pressing into the palms or maybe even fingertips if you need a little more space. Trying to stack the elbows. One day stack the shoulders, open the chest out. And then we'll inhale back to center and exhale, plant your hands, step back to down dog. Inhale your left foot forward, coming up to either low lunge or high lunge. Either way, whatever's connected to the mat is hip width apart, so you're solid. Inhale, lengthen, belly in, exhale, twist. Staying with that breath. And we'll inhale back to center. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to down dog. Inhale, drop your knees. Take a cat. or sorry, cow, cat. And then down dog. Come forward and lower down, all the way down to your belly. Keep your hands right where they're at and just lift everything up. Your legs can stay separated, hip width apart. And then exhale back into your down dog. Inhale forward again, lower down, and then inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale lower. Inhale lift. Exhale back. We'll do that again. Inhale forward, exhale lower. Inhale lift. Exhale down dog. Drop your knees. Take 2 sets of cat-cow. And then come into child's pose. Take 3 breaths here. And we'll meet in downward dog. Inhale your right foot forward. Turn the left heel in, come up to warrior 1. Exhale, open out to warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Keep that knee bent, right elbow on the right knee. Slice the left arm out in front of you. Bring it to the side of your head. Inhale back to warrior 2. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back to downward dog. Inhale your left foot forward. Come up to warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale back to warrior 2. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back to downward dog. We'll slowly walk our feet up to meet our hands. Make sure feet are together. We're going to inhale, circle, sweep up the arms, come up to standing. 2 moon salutations here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot back, low lunge. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, on your knees, reach up. Exhale, down to the elbows. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forward, low lunge. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, come up to standing, reach and stretch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot back, low lunge. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale onto the elbows. Inhale, shift forward. Up to cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, come up to standing. Exhale, arms to your side. We'll turn towards the left and open out for a couple wide leg stretches here. So nice big step to the left of your mat. If your arms are out here, your feet are just below your wrists. We're going to take a shoulder rinse with this first one. So take a clasp with your hands behind, pull back, lift the chest, nice long spine, pull the belly in, inhale. And then exhale, hinge at the waist, keeping the spine nice and long as you come down. Weight stays forward in the feet. When you can't fold anymore, allow your head to hang. Pull the arms away from the body. Maybe gravity takes them for you and you can relax. Maybe it's a more active stretch. Keep the quads engaged. Weight forward in the feet. Keep the spine long. Slowly inhale back up, looking forward. Exhale your arms out to a T. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come forward. We're going to grab our big toes with our two peace fingers. So take that grip. You can bend the knees a little if you need to. And then with your grip, inhale, lengthen the spine, pull the belly in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, part way up, release your grip, and bring your hands to your hips on the exhale. Inhale all the way back up. We're going to shorten our stance just a little bit. Turn towards the front of your mat, setting up for pyramid. So you might want to have your feet separated a little bit on your mat so that you can square up the hips. You want to draw the right hip back, left hip forward. You can bring your hands together in prayer behind your back or just take a clasp or grab opposite elbows. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, reach the chest forward as you come down. Keep the spine long. When you can't go anymore, relax the head, but keep the spine long. If you have a shoulder rinse, lift the arms away from the body. If you have your hands in prayer behind your back, lift those elbows up towards the ceiling. One more breath here. Slowly inhale, back up. We'll turn towards the back of our mat, making sure to square up the hips. And then when you're ready, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach that chest forward as you come down. When you can't go anymore, relax the head. Lift the arms or the elbows. Keep breathing. Last breath. Inhale back up. We'll turn towards the front of our mat, plant our hands, and meet in downward dog. Inhale forward. Exhale lower. Inhale, lift everything. Exhale, down dog. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift everything. Exhale, down dog. Drop your knees. Take 2 cat-cows. And meet in child's pose. One more breath here. And then we'll meet back in downward dog. Inhale your right foot forward, coming up to warrior one again. We're going to do that same flow as before. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, elbow to knee, extended side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to down dog. Inhale, left foot forward, up to warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to down dog. We're going to come down onto our bellies. Bring your elbows right under your shoulders in Sphinx. And then tuck your chin towards your chest. Take a couple breaths here, feeling that stretch along the spine and in the upper back. Press into your elbows. Try to really lengthen out the back of the neck. Now inhale, lift your gaze up, lift that right leg up. Exhale, bring it down, tuck the chin again. Inhale, right leg up, gaze up. Exhale. Inhale that side. One more time. Exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts. Lifting it straight up, knees not bent. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Good. Press back to child's pose. One more breath. And then come up onto hands and knees. We're going to cross our right knee in front of our left. Coming into cow face, you want to separate the feet behind you so that you can sit down in between your feet. Do you need a block? I didn't put one handy for you, sorry. So sit your hips back. It's okay if your knees separate. It's okay if you need to support yourself with a block or something as well. You could even just stack the right shin on top of the left. But come into it and then breathe deeply into the hips. Chances are you come into it and you grip, you tense up in the hips. So breathe deeply, let it go. And if you've been able to release some of that tension in the hips and you want to go a little deeper in the stretch, you could hinge forward. Might even feel good to have your hands out in front of you for support. You might find that you can release more tension in the hips that way when you don't feel like you're having to hold yourself in place as you hinge forward. We'll take a few more rounds of breath. If you'd like to add a twist to it, you'll just plant your left hand in front of you or maybe even the left forearm And right hand on top of that right knee. Look over your right shoulder. And as you do this, you feel a little more stretch in your right hip and in the low back on that side. Last breath here. And then we'll come up. And you can come back to hands and knees and bring left knee in front of the right now, or tuck your toes under, spin around, and end up with the left leg on top. It's magic. So again, once you get there, try to relax. Take deep breaths to help you do that. Then once you're able to relax a little bit more in the hips and let go of any tension, if you want to go further, if you did on the other side, you can try that again here, maybe bringing the hands out in front of you for support. Last few breaths, you can stay here, or if you added that twist on the other side, you can do that again here. So right hand or forearm in front of you for support, left hand on top of that left knee, look over your left shoulder. I like to use my hand on that knee to sort of press down as well. You'll feel more stretch there. Last breath. And then we'll come out of it. You can just bring your legs straight out in front of you, and you might want to kind of walk those knees a little bit, relax the legs, relax the hips. Let's walk the hips back. We'll take a forward fold. So you can have your feet separated about hip width apart, and you can grab the outer edges of your feet. Your thumbs are below the big toes there, so you're keeping your feet flat. Take an inhale, and if you need to bend your knees to get there, you can. Take an inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Inhale, come on up. Bring your hands out in front of you and meet in downward dog. Inhale your right leg up high, and then exhale, swing that foot through to the top of the mat, drop the back knee. We're going to come into a runner's lunge again. Same as at the beginning of class. If you'd like to come right down onto your hands now that you're more warmed up, you can. Maybe you can even come down onto elbows. You can let that right knee fall wide off to the side of your mat if you'd like. Keep your spine nice and long so chest is reaching forward and lifted. Make sure you don't start tilting that pelvis forward too much, missing out on that stretch. You can stay there, or if you'd like to take the twist with it, you can go ahead, bring your right hand to that front knee, look over your right shoulder. You could even add a quad stretch if you want to bend your left leg, reach back with your right hand for that foot, and then experiment with either hips forward or maybe hips back towards that heel. You'll get a different stretch in your quad. And then we'll come out of the twist, hands to the mat, walk that foot over, setting up for pigeon. So drop the right knee behind the right wrist, slide left leg straight back behind you. The more parallel your shin is to the top of your mat, the more intense the stretch will be. So you can bring that heel back more if you'd like. Again, you could sit on a blanket, a towel, a block under that right hip if you need to. You could even bend this left leg, and we'll inhale, lengthen, and exhale. Fold over that right leg. Try to relax your head. So if you have a block, you could rest your head on, or maybe two fists. But relax your head so that your neck and shoulders aren't holding any tension. You can really breathe into the hips, focus on releasing tension in that right hip, all the way down that leg. You want to make sure that you don't sickle the left foot. You have those toes pointed straight back behind you. You'll feel a better stretch in the front of your left hip. Deep breaths here. Use your hands to work yourself back up. Tuck the back toes, step back to downward dog. Pedal out your heels. And then inhale that left leg up. Exhale, swing it through, plant it at the top of your mat, drop that back knee, setting up here in your runner's lunge, coming down, maybe onto your hands, maybe onto your elbows. If you took the twist on the other side, go ahead and come into that here. Left hand on the left knee for support. Look over the left shoulder, maybe quad stretch too. Bend that back leg. Reach for that foot with your left hand. Play around with either hips forward or hips back. See what feels best and then stick with it. Breathe deeply. Last breath. Release. Out of that twist, walk your left foot over, dropping left knee behind the left wrist. Slide that right leg straight back behind you. Toes pointed straight back, sitting up nice and tall. And then you can exhale, walk yourself forward, coming down, relaxing head and shoulders, scanning that left leg, breathing into any tension. Let your exhales release that tension, let go of that gripping. Use your hands to walk yourself back up. Tuck the back toes, meet in downward dog. Then we're slowly going to walk our feet up to the top of our mat again. 2 moves, class. So inhale, circle, sweep up the arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot back, low lunge. Exhale, down dog. Try to move as slowly as you possibly can. Really slow the breath down. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, elbows. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forward, low lunge. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot back into your lunge. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, elbows. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And we're going to come down onto our back, laying down on your mat. Let your left leg stay long. Bring your right knee in. Pull that knee in and then take it over across your body, coming into a reclined twist. You can extend the right arm out to look over that right shoulder. Bring your right knee back in, squeeze it one more time, and then release that leg to the mat. Keep that leg long. Now bring your left knee in, and then take it across your body into your twist. Gaze over the left shoulder. Still nice deep breaths. Last breath here. Bring your knee back in, squeeze it, and then let that leg go long. We'll take a quick happy baby. So bring the soles of your feet to face up towards the ceiling. Knees fall to either side of your body. Reach for the outside of your feet. And put a little kick into your grip and pull back with your grip into your feet. Feel the low back release. You can put a rock into it. Usually feels pretty good. Give yourself a little massage there. Rock a few times here. And then when you're ready, you can come down into Shavasana, releasing down into total relaxation onto your mat. Close your eyes. Take one last big inhale. And exhale out of your mouth. With that exhale, you release all remaining tension, any last thoughts, and you let your belly soften. Your face and jaw soften. The tongue falls from the roof of your mouth. And your breath returns to its natural state. You have a couple minutes here for Shavasana. So give it just as much of your time and attention as you did all the other postures that we did this morning. This may be the most important one. Namaste.